Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Hola a todos, bienvenidos de nuevo a mi canal. I hope you're having a wonderful day as always. So in today's video, I wanted to sit down and tell you guys about how to receive low cost or no cost legal immigration help. Immigration lawyers can be very expensive, upwards of $2,000 or $4,000 just for their labor, not including the cost of applications, which can quickly add up to many thousands of dollars. For a lot of people, an immigration lawyer is very necessary. We need immigration lawyers, especially if you had violations in the past, if you had notices of intent to deny your application and OIDs, if you had deportation or removal proceedings ever, that in that case, you definitely need an immigration lawyer. There is a fair share of cases out there that don't actually require a lawyer, especially if you have a fairly easy case, if you haven't yet had any issues with immigration, if you have not violated terms of your visa, you probably could get away with not using an immigration lawyer. This is why we have resources on YouTube. This is why we have online resources for people to be able to fill out the paperwork themselves and navigate the process themselves, kind of like what I did. However, there are people who do still require legal assistance or even legal representation in front of USCIS or in front of an immigration judge, an immigration court, and they just can't afford it. So today I wanted to talk about how to receive low cost or no cost immigration help. And for that, I have a few resources. Did you know that every year the Department of Justice issues a lot of money in grants for nonprofit and charitable organizations all over the United States to be able to provide no cost or low cost legal help to immigrants? These nonprofit, charitable, or community organizations can provide you help beyond what you can do yourself. These organizations exist in every state. You just have to be able to find them. So the first way that you can do that is by going to justice.gov website. In the search bar, you can look up list of pro bono service providers. It will show you a map of available lawyers near you that can give you pro bono legal assistance. Pro bono means for free, so they will not be charging you anything. If you are in need of a lawyer and you literally cannot afford it, you can look that up. It will also provide you with list of organizations that can help you out for free as well. So not necessarily private lawyers, but organizations. Typically, these organizations, nonprofits, charitable organizations, community centers, typically they will have a lawyer on staff or a lawyer at least assisting them in understanding some legal processes as well. So these people are trained, they are educated, they are aware of some of the more complicated legal issues. The next way of finding these organizations is by simply utilizing Google. And in Google, you can input nonprofit immigrant organization and then also insert your state. That way, it will give you search results for the list of these organizations specifically in your state. And what's more interesting is that a lot of times these organizations are part of some kind of coalition, some kind of alliance of these different organizations. They're kind of like a network. They typically communicate between each other. And if they feel like they cannot help you, they will try to find somebody else in their network to help you out. The final way which you can use to find this kind of help is by going to immigrationlawhelp.org. So on this site, you can also use their search results by zip code or by clicking on your state on the map that is shown on the screen, and it will show you the list of organizations that can help you out. I was searching for the state that I am in and some neighboring states as well, and typically the organizations that were coming up were some of the same organizations from all these different search methods. A lot of times these organizations don't necessarily post their fees on the site because it definitely varies from case to case. However, I definitely suggest that you reach out to as many as you can, try to book a spot, try to book an appointment with them, at least a consultation, so you can see how they can help you. A lot of people, a lot of immigrants in this country are very fearful of what can happen to them if they give out their information to a government entity or any agency or kind of organization. However, these organizations are here to help you. It is important that you give them all of the information that pertains to your case, that is important for your situation. In that way, they will be able to represent you in the best way possible. So it's important not to hide anything. And finally, a lot of these organizations are religiously affiliated. So for example, there is some organizations that are Catholic based or Jewish based organizations and stuff like that. And or Muslim-based organizations. And a lot of people may feel like, oh, I don't practice this religion, so I can't or I shouldn't be receiving help from these organizations. And that cannot be further from the truth. First of all, these organizations are not going to turn you down just because you practice a different religion or different belief system. These organizations are there to help anybody who cannot afford high-cost legal help or who cannot afford anything at all. So don't let that kind of factor stop you as well. Reach out to as many of these organizations as you can and try to receive that kind of help. These are some of the ways in which you can receive low cost or no cost legal immigration assistance. These people will be able to help you get represented in front of USCIS or immigration courts if it comes to that point. So definitely don't hesitate to at least reach out to these organizations and ask them what kind of services they provide. So I hope that you found this video useful, and please let me know if you had any experience with these kinds of organizations. Let me know if they were able to help you out. What are some of the things that you would want people to know when referring to these organizations? So please comment it below. I would really love to know. I'm sure a lot of the viewers would also love to know. I hope you continue to stay safe, and I will see you in my next videos. Adios.